haven't made one of these in a while, and I wanted to get on here and talk about something semi-specific, and that's another thing I want to do. That was a track I've been working on, um, and that was just messing around over top of it. I think I'm gonna record some stuff on this later. I have an A section and a B section, and I think I do them twice. I think I do A B A B, but then I want to do another maybe middle 8, I guess, or maybe longer than that, where I do some improv solo stuff, and then close out the track, and then EQ it and do something with it. I don't know what, but I may do that later. But I wanted to get on here because I do this a lot, but I had another semi bad experience with over practicing or over preparing. So whenever I have like a big thing coming up where it's important for some reason, that reason could be it's important to me, it's a big event, it's important to other people, whatever it is, I feel the need to put a lot of time in. And what happens, probably half the time, is I put in too much time. And by that I mean that I might have a playlist of the songs that I'm gonna play, and I for like a week or maybe 2, depending, that's all I listen to. It's constant. Those songs are getting beat in my head, and I'm practicing, and I'm practicing in multiple ways. I'm like playing with a metronome, or I'm playing with the track, or a lot of times if we're doing it in another key, I'll like import the track into, not import, but drag the track into Logic, and change the key so I can play exactly with the key. I'll record myself playing it, like all this preparation for this huge event, right? And I'm so excited, and there's all this anticipation. And then I get to the event, and everything that I have built up in my head doesn't happen the way that I imagined it, right? And I'm so over analyzing all the parts that I'm staring at my hands on the guitar, and I'm like analyzing every note that I play, and every mistake is magnified. And all of that is a bad situation. The over preparing, the over analyzing the bad parts, the throwing yourself so deeply into something that like there's no way that the event could actually live up to whatever expectation that you've built in your head. And there's this law of, I guess I never thought about it in the music context, but there's this law of diminishing returns. Like you reach a certain point with your skill level, and your perfectionism, that like it doesn't matter if you put 100 extra hours in, you're not going to improve in a week or a couple days beyond where you are. Like your skill level is your skill level for that particular event, right? You can't get any higher in that short amount of time. So it's a real problem for me, and I assume it's a problem for other people. And I think maybe there's another fix out there, but I think the fix is to limit yourself, right? To put some limitations on what you expect this thing to be, and I don't know if you limit yourself to an hour a day, but definitely you're introducing other musical things into your brain, right? You're listening to different genres, different songs. You're still noodling on the guitar in different things, right? Like depending on the style of music, you're playing another style of music, or you're working on something that you're not good at yet. Whatever you're doing, you're introducing other musical ideas into your brain other than this one musical idea. And I think when I do that, I definitely improve on that event, right? Because I'm able to just like let loose, not worry so much. I'm not so tense. I'm much more relaxed, even though my brain leading up to said event, I think that I'm not prepared. In reality, I'm more prepared because I've allowed myself to just like, for lack of a better term, feel the music and just kind of let go and play. And I feel like as musicians, that's when we play the best, is when we don't analyze and think, we just feel and it comes out. So that's it. Like, that's what I want to talk about. So if it's something that you did and you feel really bad and you just had this big event and you come away thinking, God, I suck. You don't. You just prepared too much. So here are the steps to success from Scott. Limit the amount of time that you prepare for any given thing leading up to this event. So an hour a day, whether that's a metronome or playing with a track or whatever, working over the parts, an hour a day. And make sure you introduce other things into your brain so you're not constantly focused on this, and trust your instinct to know where to put your fingers at the right time, to know what fills to add, what chord voicings, all that stuff will really fall in line if you've done the preparation. You're not going to increase, like I said, you're not going to increase in 3 or 4 days of practicing your tail off with whatever songs you're playing for that event. Limit your preparation, introduce new musical ideas, and have fun. That's all I got for the first video and forever. All right, have a good night.